Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is VINDYAA VASUTHEVAN, and my teammates are Sri and YOGESWARY. So, today we will be presenting about the vulnerability findings, risk, impact assessment, and recommendation of mitigation. So, for the first category is access control. Vulnerability findings is lack of secure SSH configuration. So, SSH is a secure shell where it is a network communication protocol that enables two computers to communicate. So for the risk, it is high because it has unauthorized access to the system. And next is impact assessment. It allows attackers to gain unauthorized access via SSH, which is secure shell. And for the recommendation of mitigation, implement strong password policies for secure shell authentication. Disable direct disable direct root login via secure shell. And lastly is use secure shell keys for authentication. So the second category is configuration. The vulnerability findings is misconfigured web server hostname. And for the risk, it is low because it has DNS resolution issues. So DNS is a domain name system. It is also known as the phone book of the internet. So for example, espn.com. So the function of DNS is where it translates the domain names to IP address so that the browsers can load internet resources. So the risk is low. For impact assessment, it is inaccessible website due to incorrect host name. And the recommendation of mitigation is we have to ensure correct configuration of the web server's host name and verify the domain name system settings for proper resolution. Okay, that's all from me for now. The next following categories will be presented by C.
Thank you, India. So now I will be continue with third category, which is encryption. For encryption, our finding is use of a weak password or no encryption for sensitive files. So the risk is high due to exposure of sensitive information and unauthorized access to sensitive data is the impact assessment, and the recommendation of mitigation is encrypt sensitive file and directories, utilize strong encryption and algorithms such as AES, implement access control to limit the file access to unauthorized users. And the fourth one will be patch management. For this, the vulnerability finding is outdated software versions. And the risk here is critical because vulnerability to known exploits. So risk assessment, impact assessment will be potential exploitation of known vulnerabilities. And the recommendation of mitigation is regularly update software and apply security patches. And another recommendation will be utilize vulnerability scanning tools to identify and address weaknesses. Next will be continued by my other group member.
Thank you, Sri. And hello everyone, I'm Yogeswary Balakrishnan. So now I'm going to continue with number 5, which is network security. So the vulnerability findings of the network security is an unsecure network service. So the risk is high, it's increased attack surface, and then the impact assessment is attackers can exploit open ports for unauthorized access, and for the recommendation of mitigation is to disable unnecessary network services and always implement a firewalls to restrict access to essential services. So the last one will be the authentication. For the vulnerability findings, lack of good force protection. So the risk was high, and the good force attack on login credentials. So the impact assessment is a good force attack on login credentials. For the recommendation of mitigations, always implement account lockout policies after multiple failed login attempts, and always use a strong and complex password, and utilize multi-factor authentication where it's possible. So that's all from us. Thank you.